Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to today's brand new recipe. Before we get started with today's recipe, please can I request all of you guys that if you guys like my videos, then please do subscribe to my channel and do give me a thumbs up. So today's recipe is actually going to be my version of Nando's peri peri chicken and rice. So the ingredients we need for the rice first of all are, we need red chili powder, which is optional. If you don't want to use red chili powder, you can use black pepper powder, turmeric, salt. I have cumin seeds, coriander seeds, clove and black pepper. I'm going to grind these in a coffee grinder and make a spice out of it. I have 4 green chilies roughly chopped. These are also optional. 1.5 tomato roughly chopped, 2 teaspoons of ginger garlic paste and 1 white medium sized onion roughly chopped. I have 3 cups of basmati rice soaking. Now these are the 3 cups I've used, and my basmati rice has been soaking for about half an hour now. We're also going to use chicken. Now I have marinated my chicken for 8 hours and I am going to show you now the video clip of the marination. So let's get started with today's peri peri marination of the chicken. So the ingredients we need for the chicken marination are, now I got a whole chicken and I actually had it cut in 4 pieces. My butcher also cut in slits, so we need deep slits in our chicken so the marination, it can be marinated properly. Now the breast and the wings are actually joined together and the leg and the thighs are joined together. I'll wash my hands before I touch anything else. Now we're going to use 7 spices for our peri peri chicken. The spices are red chili powder, salt, turmeric powder, tandoori masala, peri peri powder and paprika powder. I have also 6 tablespoons of natural yogurt, black pepper powder, orange food coloring and olive oil. So let's get started with the marination. Before we get started, I actually use Ria's peri peri powder. Now this is not a paid promotion, I just wanted to actually share my ingredient with you, so if you guys wanted to use that. Now in a bowl I'm going to add in all the spices, half a tablespoon of red chili powder, half a tablespoon of salt, half a tablespoon of turmeric powder, half a tablespoon of tandoori masala, two and a half tablespoons of peri peri powder. Because we're making peri peri chicken, we need loads of this. And half a tablespoon of paprika powder. Now I'm going to add in the yogurt, and I'm also going to add in half a teaspoon of black pepper grounded. Now before we add the yogurt, I'm going to actually add in the food color. So with the food color, I'm going to add about half a teaspoon. I have the powdered version because I could not find the liquid version, but if you guys can find the liquid version, then just add half a teaspoon in that of the liquid version into the mixture. But I'm going to actually put few drops of water in mine and then I'm going to add it into the mixture. And now I'm going to add in the yogurt. I'm going to mix it well. Make sure that no lumps are created and make sure that all the spice is mixed well with the yogurt. once that is done, I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and then I'm going to add in the chicken and give it a good mix. Now I'm going to cover my chicken with a cling film, and I'm going to leave it for 8 hours. You can also leave it overnight if you want to, and I think that's the better option if we leave it overnight. But because I'm in a hurry, I'm leaving it for 8 hours. Now, if some of you don't want to leave it for 8 hours or overnight, you can use 3 items to actually make the cooking process quicker. First is lemon juice. For this amount of chicken, I would use a whole freshly squeezed lemon juice. Second, baking powder. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. That can also be used as a meat tenderizer. And third is the actual meat tenderizer, which you can buy from supermarkets. I've never used that, so I can't tell you anything about that. So now after 8 hours, my chicken is marinated, and I'm going to use a pressure cooker to actually cook my chicken. You guys can use a normal pan. So in the pressure cooker, I'm going to add 3/4 of 250 ml of water. So I've got a glass of 250 ml, and I've added 3/4 of water in the pressure cooker. Now in that, I'm going to add my chicken and the whole marinade. So all the marinated yogurt and spices along with the chicken goes in the cooker. Now I'm going to let the whistle blow for 5 minutes, and once my whistle has blown to 5 to 6 minutes, my chicken is done. Now if you guys are not using a pressure cooker, you can use a normal pan, but instead of 3/4 of the water, you need to use a whole 250 ml of water, and you have to leave the chicken on a medium heat for about 25 to 30 minutes. Instead of 5 minutes, it'll be 25 to 30 minutes. So what we'll do now is I'm going to transfer this on the back hob on the medium heat, so we could start on preparing the rice. So whilst my chicken is being cooked, let's start on the rice. So in a pan, I'm going to add in about 4 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm going to add in the 1 onion. I'm going to stir it around. Now I'm going to add in ginger and garlic paste. So basically what we are looking for the golden color of the onion. Now the golden the rice will be. So basically the darker your onion will be, the darker and bitter the rice will be, and the lighter and golden the onion will be, the lighter and golden your rice will be. So we are looking at something in between. We are looking between the dark and the light, so we just need the golden color of the onion. So I'm going to mix the ginger, garlic and the onion together. As you can see, this is a golden color that we need. Once I get that color, now I'm going to add in the tomatoes. Stir it around. And now I'm going to add in the green chilies. I'm going to stir it around for a few minutes. Now I'm going to put all my ingredients in a blender, in a fruit processor, sorry, and I'm going to blend it. If you haven't got a fruit processor, you can put it in the blender and blend it. And if you haven't got the blender, then you can actually mash the mixture, the ingredients, with a masher. So once all that is blended, I'm going to actually put it back in the pan. I'm going to put some water inside there and put all the mixture back in the pan. I'm going to stir it around, and now I'm going to add in the spices. I'm going to add 1 whole tablespoon and a half of salt. In 3 cups of rice, this much salt is enough. I'm going to add half a tablespoon of red chili powder. This is optional. And half a tablespoon of turmeric powder. Now the mixed spice that I spoke to you about earlier, the cumin and the coriander and the black pepper and the clove, I actually grinded that in my coffee grinder, and this is the outcome. Now I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of this, and I would highly recommend you to use this mixed spice mix because it gives the taste of the rice a different level. If you can't handle that much spice, add half in, add a quarter, but do add it in. Mix all the ingredients well, and now what we're looking for is the oil to come up on the mixture. So as you can see, the oil has come up and I've got a very nice color of the curry sauce. So now at this time, I'm going to wash my rice and I'm going to put the rice in. So I've just washed my rice and now I'm going to put all the rice back in. I'm going to mix it well. Now in 3 cups of rice, I'm going to add in 2 glasses of 250 ml of water. That should be enough for 3 cups of rice. I'm going to mix it well. Now there are 2 steps now. So first of all, you can cover the rice with kitchen foil like the way I'm showing you, and you can let it rest for 15 minutes. This way the rice will get the steam and it can cook. You can use this option if you want to, but I don't use that option. I go with the old women's way. So what I do is I get a tea towel and I wet my tea towel and I rinse it through, and then I cover the pan with the tea towel. Then I put the lid on and I put the corners of the tea towel back up, and I use something heavier like a pan or a frying pan, and I put that on top of my pan, and on a low heat I will leave the rice between 15 to 20 minutes. So now that my rice is cooking, my chicken has been done. So now in a griddle pan, I have put 3 tablespoons of oil. I've let it heat up on a high flame, and then I'm going to put my chicken in. So one by one, I'm putting my chicken in the griddle pan. Now, when I actually told you in the beginning to put water, 3/4 of water in the cooker, basically that water has made this peri peri sauce. So all the ingredients from the chicken has turned into this. So what we're going to do, we're going to make a peri peri paste. So in 1 tablespoon of peri peri powder, I'm going to add some of this liquid, make it into a thick paste, and I'm actually going to apply it on the chicken. This is what most of the restaurants, takeaways, everyone does that. This is a secret to that yummy peri peri coating. So thickly apply the paste on the chicken on both sides. If you want more of the sauce, you can redo the powder and the liquid thing again. It's up to you how much you want it. I'm going to add some more oil in here, about 2 tablespoons more, and then I'm going to cover it with the paste, and I'm going to leave it for 2 to 3 minutes, and then that's it. The chicken is done. So now after 15 minutes my rice is done and my chicken is also done, and this is a final look. As I showed you, my onions were golden, so I've got golden rice, and this is my version of Nando's peri peri chicken and rice. I really hope you like my recipe, and I will really hope that you guys subscribe to my channel. So from me, take care, bye.